Eamon Khan here for Seconds Out with Gareth A Davies. We're in the wake of Bare Knuckle event successfully completed. Walk me through the card, controversial moments as well too, and a dispatching of a former heavyweight champion, the former Lucas Brown, in the main event.
Well, a lot to analyse. Brilliant victory for Ash Williams. Knocked down twice in the first round, came back to knock the fellow who's standing behind me out with an incredible left hook. Now he gets the featherweight world title. Brilliant Welshman, Commonwealth Games medalist for Wales, former Welsh Regiment soldier. Brilliant character. He's hurt his hand tonight. I'm really pleased for him. 2 no contests in a row, an eye poke, which was legit, which was a shame for those guys. So the lightweight world title went back to the fighter, and I think Barnard and he should rematch. The Mexican against the Cuban, Fernandez against Fuentes, I thought the referee allowed the fighter to stop the fight after they were in the clinch and he threw maybe 15, 20 punches, and the Cuban Jordan Fuentes claimed that he'd been hit at the back of the head, but he claimed that and stopped the fight. The fighter can't stop the fight. The referee hadn't stopped the fight at that point, but then retrospectively for me decided that the fight was over, so it was a no contest. I think Fernandez can see himself as hard done by. I didn't get a chance to go and interview them afterwards. There's a great rivalry between those two. They've faced off twice in the week and nearly come to blows. That should really build that story. They need to go back in and do it again. It was a real shame. Gustavo Trujillo against Lucas Brown. Gustavo Trujillo, 8 fights in bare knuckle, 8 victories, 8 knockouts. You've seen him, everyone loves him, he's a superstar. So there's always controversy in bare knuckle, but it's very thrilling. It's half the length of a boxing show. It happens really quickly. The crowd are thrilled. I really do think this will become a very fast-moving, fast-growing combat sport.
Storyline also started in the form of Cub Hawkins calling out Paulie Malignaggi after he dispatched of Barry Jones. What do you think about the matchup if it does indeed get over the line?
It's almost one of the stories of the night. Cub Hawkins never trash talks anyone, and out of the blue, after brilliantly stopping Barry Jones, who is so dangerous, you saw Cub hurting there at times, he suddenly calls out my commentary colleague and the former world champion boxer Paulie Malignaggi, to fight him at 154. Paulie gets into the trigon, they face off, and gets hold of the microphone. Paulie won't back down. Cub genuinely wants to fight him, says it's unfair that he's going to get a world title shot. He hasn't earned it. I really think it's like sticking Jake Paul in with Anthony Joshua for that fight. Paulie's got I'm mates with Paulie, he's got no chance at all against Cub Hawkins, but I bet you he takes it, because he's that kind of guy, he won't back down. Paulie's around here somewhere now, and he's talking about it all the time. He's like, wow, I wish I'd been prepared for him calling me out. I'd have got in there and given him a shove. Who knows what's going to happen with this? Cub Hawkins is literally up there as arguably one of the pound-for-pound fighters in bare knuckle right now. 2-weight world champion, but he clearly doesn't like Paulie Malignaggi, doesn't like his motor mouth. But Malignaggi can't back down from a challenge. He's going to find himself in deep water if he steps in there with Mr. Hawkins.
A couple of news and notes before I let you go. I know you've not seen the fights in full, or
you're going to spoil me.
But yeah, I'm going to have to spoil you.
You're going to shock me.
First of all, Benavidez versus Yarde. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be for Anthony Yarde.
Stoppage.
I believe it was. It was also he was dropped by Benavidez and then hit whilst he was down, which would have meant that he got 2 points deducted. Benavidez did. But the writing was on the wall for Anthony Yarde, who was game in the early rounds, but then Benavidez took over. What do you see for the road back for Anthony Yarde trying to claim a world title?
Well, we want to see him fight Joshua Buatsi, don't we? That's the fight for me, because it's a thriller. It's an all-British ding-dong, and no one knows who's the best out of those two in Britain. We think Callum Smith's probably the number one. Well, he is the number one in Britain at light heavy, and probably 3 or 4 in the world. I'm sorry to hear that Anthony Yarde didn't win tonight, but I did pick Benavidez because he's a killer, absolute killer, and I think he's got the potential to beat Dimitri Bivol or Artur Beterbiev.
Devin Haney dropped Brian Norman in the second round on the way to defeating him on points. Conor Benn was ringside, play acting, falling asleep whilst that fight happened. But Devin Haney proved a lot of people wrong by defeating Brian Norman. What do you think about that victory for
To
him?
drop Norman in the second is powerful. I thought it'd be the other way around. I thought Devin would win on points in the end, but I thought he'd have a very tough early fight against a very physical Norman. So congratulations to him.
I won't spoil Abdullah Mason
But
versus
yes,
Sam
him and
Noakes.
Conor Benn, please. Yes. Yes, please. Big stadium in the UK. Yes, please. I think Devin Haney wins, but Conor Benn will bring everything he's got.
I won't spoil Abdullah Mason versus Sam
on.
Noakes. But
Sam Noakes win?
No, he didn't win. But it was honestly, it was a brilliant fight.
What a shame for Sam. Again, my heart was with Sam, but my head was with Abdullah Mason. What a shame. Was it a really close fight?
It was two of the judges had it close. One of them had it wide, but it was a good fight between the two of them.
Bam Bam.
Stopped Puma Martinez. I think it was the 7th round.
But I bet it was exciting while it lasted.
Of course, always is with Bam.
Absolutely brilliant. Congratulations to them. I would have been there if I wasn't here. That Ring 4 card was amazing. Shame for the two Brits, but they live to fight another day.
Gareth, appreciate it. Thanks for your time.